One line.
No, you gotta keep it.
Keep
No,
going, David,
no,
keep going.
we'll get demonetized.
Good vibrations.
Not if he's singing it.
Yeah, that's right.
We are on.
I'm so far out of
New-
tune that you cannot copyright strike me.
New start for the Rambles is good vibrations.
It's good vibrations. Yeah. Hi everybody. Good morning. Welcome to the show.
I will start
I'm-
today with some Marky Mark.
I'm getting out of frame, so I'm gonna get back in frame. There we go. I'm scooting out of the show entirely. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the show. It's the Rambles. It's us again. So yeah,
Sorry.
it's what you're getting. Sorry, everybody else. We're gonna. Oh wow, the viewers are already coming in. Oh god, but this is.
Oh,
They,
four.
they know what's gonna happen.
Three
All
are
four.
us.
Oh, you're right. And I think one is automatic. So no one's watching. We can do whatever we want. So welcome to the Rambles. I'm Zack.
I'm David.
And we're here to talk about stuff. We got rambles, we got notes, we got everything. Oh, I actually have the notes on top of other things to talk about. Lots
We're
of...
totally organized, and only 10 minutes late.
Yeah. Well, listen, if the ramble happened on time, would it really be the ramble?
We rambled our way to the seats.
We had a whole dance move before it actually went in. Yeah, we were... There was popping, there was locking, and we're
then
both need aspirin now because we're both
My
old
back
men.
spasms and I was dropping.
Yeah, now we're both just really tired and sweaty. So welcome to the show. It's us talking about stuff. Look at all this stuff we've got. There's so many new releases.
So much stuff.
Many
stuff.
I guess we should go ahead and just get through all of this part so we can get to the ramble and get a chance to catch our breath after dancing.
Get why people
Whew.
are here.
We are not good. We're not in shape. All right. So, what do you got over here? What is all this Nemesis stuff?
All
do you want to do? Are we,
yeah, we got
Yeah.
more releases for Nemesis.
That's a cat in a
Of
spacesuit.
course, I picked up the best. It is literally a cat in a spacesuit called Space Cats.
Yeah.
Space Cats!
The sequel to Alien that we didn't
The other
see.
thing with these boxes, they don't actually show you the contents. So
Oh.
there's Space Cats, there's a Terrain expansion, and then there's the Kings. I do know Kings is like major monster versions of stuff. And I mean, if you play Nemesis, it's basically like souped up Aliens, the board game. Aliens mixed with something else.
Like Dead Space, kind of?
Yeah. That's
Aliens and Dead Space. If you like creepy things in space. Oh, yeah, we have a live poll, everybody. We've asked you a very inflammatory question. Please click on the poll and vote. And let us know which Marvel... Hold on, I'm going to say it right. Which Disney Plus Marvel series was the best? And tell us why.
It's Hawkeye.
Tell us why it's going to be Moon Knight. That's what it's going to be. It's Moon Knight.
What if?
Hawkeye could be really good, too. What if actually looks cool? I'm in for all of
I'm
this
going to
stuff,
throw a
man.
spoiler right now. Hawkeye dies.
Oh,
Throwing it out
no.
there. Throwing it out there.
You mean they're going to keep retiring all the original guard to bring in new
I'm
versions?
I'm going Ultimates. Black Widow kills his family.
Black Widow's dead, so is it her sister that's
There
gonna
is
kill her?
How,
Many Black
how
Widows?
far in the... Yeah, there's like thousands. Did you not see the terrible movie? There's- oh, that's a hot take.
That wasn't terrible.
It wasn't.
It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen because I've seen Snyder Cut. So,
It wasn't.
but anyway, yeah. So vote in that poll. Let us know which one it is, and it's going to be Moon Knight.
Moon Knight.
Yeah. Oh, I get to vote too. Sweet.
let's all vote.
We're gonna vote in the thing.
But anyway, yeah, back
yeah,
to products.
anyway, so some
Nemesis,
products.
New products, Nemesis, to go with last week's of Nemesis, so there's lots of Nemesis here now. Nemesi.
Nemesis.
Nemesis.
We've got your Nemesis
All right.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, look at all this Marvel stuff we
We
could
got
segue
more
into. If we
yeah.
had had some sort of structure that I had set up for that. Marvel stuff. There's 2 new Marvel things coming out. Neither one of these have their own Disney Plus series yet. So we've got over on the
got a-
Crisis Protocol side.
It's got a great one with the always delightful Tom Hardy, though. It's a nice movie.
Oh, yeah, I love Tom Hardy. And I love Venom. And I love Agent Venom. But you know, this is not Eddie
is-
Brock. We'll get to this in a
This
second.
has some parts of a bad Spider-Man movie.
This has all... You could finally reenact that one Spider-Man movie where a guy turned into the Goomba from the Super Mario Brothers movie and decided to turn all of New York into other Goombas.
Goombas.
What did that have to do with Spider-Man? I don't know, but this is the real lizard right here. And you can tell because he's bursting out of, I think, a sewer drain. But
Yeah.
if you get one of those little toilets from Hobbytown or somebody, you know, the little model kit ones for like a dollhouse, you could totally have the lizard popping out of a toilet.
Yeah, no, I heard it too. He totally just told you to go shop elsewhere.
Well, we don't sell tiny toilets.
He-
Do we have tiny toilets in
I
stock?
can get a tiny toilet.
Okay. Well, then I want a tiny toilet because that's what my lizard's going to be doing. And also, you get Craven if you want to like have him hunt some people or something. I don't know. That's kind of his
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. So we got those. Those are launching.
Seems most uninteresting of villains.
Yeah, his whole thing is just hunting the other people. I'm sure there's a good Craven story, but I never read one. He just kind of is boring to me. The lizard is at least cool. And who's really cool is Agent Venom. So this isn't Eddie Brock. This is not the original Venom suit.
I'm so put off with the fact he has guns.
Yeah, he's. You know why? Flash Thompson, who was a student with Spider-Man, used to beat him up all the time. He hated Spider-Man, or he hated Peter Parker. Loved Spider-Man. He joined the military, got the Venom symbiote because he lost his legs and he needed a way to grow them back, and they used him as Agent Venom.
He was a college student in the comics.
He has been a college student, a high school student, a half brother. It's comic books.
Been around for like 70 years at this point.
Yeah, it's comic
He's a
books.
geriatric spend him now. Like,
And I think there's like a white Agent Venom, and then he went to space for a while with the Guardians of the Galaxy. So, but this is the OG Agent Venom.
OG.
He's really cool. I like the character. I have not played Champions.
I'm getting heckled.
You getting Who's heckling
I'm
you?
getting heckled from Indiana.
What?
Thomas Lau wants to see me dance on the pole.
Oh, well, all right. That's the late night show.
and
You're at the 11
Calvin,
a.m. show.
Your
You
vote
need,
means everything,
you need the
Calvin.
11 p.m. show is what you're looking for. Yeah.
You gotta get the right one.
Yeah. So, hey, you were saying,
11 p.m. in Holland.
do we have a good segue?
No, we never.
For
did.
getting, okay, we don't have a good segue. So what else have you got over there?
I got.
You dig your way out of that pile of stuff.
I will dig my way into the next one. So we have from Borderline Editions, distributed by Bridge Distribution because I am not an hypnotic shill. Dig Your Way Out. is a new game that we have in stock and in the store, and I've played it. I've actually played this game, which is a rarity when it comes to gaming because I don't play. So Dig Your Way Out is you play as a prisoner whose job is to obviously dig your way out of prison. You have to escape.
Shocker.
And you have to escape before any other player escapes and raises the alarm. And so what I really love with this game is the currency is cigarettes.
Just like in real life.
Like just like in real life, yeah. So you go to each location and you can search or you can gain different pieces to build weapons, or you can trade it for cigarettes for the components to make weapons, or you can threaten people by beating them up in the court.
Yeah,
so it's pretty cool. And then you have to gain certain gear, basically regalia, to join the different gangs.
Yeah, there's a bunch of colorful, interesting gangs.
Yeah, it's the stereotypical gangs,
Yes.
the Russians,
That's
the
where we're going to leave it.
gangsters,
Right there.
The other ones.
The other gangs.
The other ones.
Yes.
I like to remind you, it's a game made from France. It's a French game.
Yes.
So
It is a fun game, though.
Terminology is a bit different to how it is over here. But it's a really cool game. I really like it. I think the artwork's phenomenal.
Yeah, it is. It has a lot of character to it.
It does. And I really enjoyed playing, actually. I thought it was super cool. But we have it $39.99. The size of this box, by the way, is deceiving because it's really
it's
heavy.
chunky.
It's really heavy.
It's a lot of stuff.
There's a
too.
lot. Let me see it. I don't know how good the camera is, but you can see a lot.
It's good. It's focused on us, so what they saw was a blur just moving across.
But if you happen to be a retailer who's currently heckling me or anything, you can buy that Bridge Distribution.
Yeah. So that's once you're caught. But what about before you get caught? What about when you're still
before
running
you
those
get
mean
caught,
streets?
You got
That's
to
right.
pay your dues
Hold
for living
on.
that.
Let me turn. I'm not going to
Thug
turn
life.
my hat sideways.
Do it.
But no. So here we got Thug Life.
You got to put on a button-up shirt, but only tie the top button.
I am
You
way
are wearing a
too.
button-up
Yeah, I'm
shirt.
wearing a button-up shirt. I am way too white to talk about this game. So this is Thug Life. It's a game where, once again, it's a ton of stuff
Excuse
packed
me,
in
sir.
here.
It is a love story to the
Oh, it
urban
is a
struggle
love-
across America.
A love story
Get
to
the
the urban
tagline
struggle across America. So if you've ever been in an urban struggle, this is your love story. Does
Romeo must die.
Yeah, it's the board game of Savage Gang Warfare. So if you, there's nothing really else to say about it. I haven't had a chance to play this. It's jam packed full of a lot of stuff. You got a lot of little tokens.
Again, also distributed by Bridge. And it's by Menta Design. So they're originally Horseshoe Games. I think they're Menta Designs now.
Yes.
And
we
so
just
if you
say-
play that delightful Cantankerous Cats, which is by the
Same company.
Why it's so weird.
You know what? If you take Cantankerous Cats and Thug Life, you get Keanu, the movie by Key and Peele.
That's true.
That's literally, they just broke it. It's a broken apart Keanu. So
Or you can get Cantankerous Thugs.
That's
Cat Life.
Cat Life. Cat Life would be a game I would play.
Yeah.
So check this game out. It's on the shelves. It is mature, so it's got drug references and stuff.
It even says
Gangs.
mature on it.
Yeah, it's got that big European
Just
for
make sure
mature
you listen
audiences.
to Gangsta Paradise on repeat while you play.
Mhm.
Just show how white it was, because that's the only rap song I know. Sorry, hip hop song.
Feels good to be a gamer. What else we got over
From
here?
Ireland, all we had was polka dances.
There was no wait.
Jigs and reels.
Was Get Duked Ireland or Scotland? What about the rapper? Did you not see Get Duked?
No.
Oh, we would have got a bond there.
Being
Eddie
Irish,
Izzard.
being Irish, people just say, "Hey, you know that song Jump?"
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, if you come over here, it's, hey, you know that song where you hold your belt and your legs move really fast, and then
what the flatly?
that's all we got.
Anyway,
what
moving
else is
on.
over there? What's
Moving
this?
on.
This has got colors on it.
Yeah, this is the Kids on Bike board game, which is it's the Snallygaster Situation, which I'm pretty sure I pronounced wrong because I can't reach through my nose today.
I don't know that there's a right way to say Snallygaster,
Snallygaster?
to be honest.
Cooperative game for 2 to 5 players, based on the Kids on Bikes role-playing game, which is pretty cool. Which Kids on Bikes role-playing game is pretty much Stranger Things, the role-playing.
It really is Stranger Things, the role-playing game.
And this is it. Like something is wrong in the town, the adults don't care, so you have to solve the situation of Snallygasters.
This is legitimately small-town horror from behind.
Yeah, it is.
Beyond,
You have to
bunch of kids.
Face off against one of 4 diabolical monsters. It's Stranger Things season 1.
They're from the Inside Out world.
They're roundabout.
Legally distinct.
Yes.
That's what that is.
But super cool. We have a bunch of it.
Look at the
$60
art
game.
is neat on that. Very, very cool.
Yeah,
like,
no, I mean the art's great. I mean, Kids on Bikes role-playing game is pretty popular, and Renegade makes cool games. So
yeah,
can't go wrong.
Can't go wrong with that.
Back to you.
Back to me. Here's where you can go wrong. I don't know. I had no segue for this. We've got some new Warhammer 40k stuff. I have been told what this is, so I will try to explain it to you.
It is a thing.
In the way that it was told to me. I play Age of Sigmar, 9th Age. I don't know that we're going to get this right, but we're going to try.
9th Age is the true fantasy game.
Yes.
Until the old war comes.
All right, until Old War comes.
That's the true fantasy game.
So this is the Crusade pack. This has got missions and rules and everything in it. This is relatively new. Haven't had a chance to play it, but I know if you've been playing through the Crusades, this is kind of like an expansion pack, essentially. More maps to play, more
maps,
stuff.
more rules, more games.
More maps, more rules, which is weird in wargaming. When you get more rules, you're happy. Yeah, that's a weird concept. If you came up to anybody else and you're like, hey, here's some rules, you'd be like, no.
Are you a gamer if you don't have 5 rulebooks?
That's true. That's true. If you don't have a core rulebook from every edition just stacked up,
God,
yeah,
I do.
Yeah, I got all of those too. We also have the Warzone Charadon, which this is important if you're a fan of Be'lakor. You know, that big shiny demon guy.
In that one too?
Yeah, this has all your rules for Be'lakor. It's how to run his legion, where you can bring the other Chaos demons in. It also has tons of stuff for the other Chaos factions. It's got stuff for sisters in here. It's got stuff for Admech. There's a lot in this book, and apparently I've been told from my inside sources that the stuff for the World Eaters, I think that's one of the Chaos factions.
Yeah, probably.
Is really good.
I mean, yeah, World Eaters are one.
Yeah, so I think that's the corn one, right? I don't know. They're really. I've been told this is a very valuable thing to get if you're a 40k player. So
yeah, super popular.
And you probably already know that.
And being Games Workshop in 2021, super limited.
Yeah, yeah. So come get them is what we're saying. You already know if you want this.
Yeah, these are super allocated and limited. I'm pretty sure I ordered more direct, so we will have more, but. Order them on the website if they're in stock. If you don't see them on the website, they're not in stock anymore. So
they go fast.
Tears.
Yeah.
Speaking of out of stock, we are out of beast snaggers currently.
We went out in a day.
Yeah, but we actually got 14.
Yeah.
And the extra 4 went boop. And we have 10 more on the way, but I'm not going to list them until I know they're shipping. So.
Good call.
So keep an eye on the website because there might be more beast snaggers. Maybe.
We're working on it.
I paid for them. So.
Yeah, they'll be here eventually. We'll get some orcs. By golly.
All right.
You know it doesn't have any orcs in it whatsoever?
Dune.
Is it Dune? I don't know.
Dune. Yeah,
it might be Dune.
I actually don't know if Dune has orcs in it. I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
I was hesitating. I didn't know.
It has giant worms.
So just in time for the movie.
And crack. That makes your eyes turn blue.
Isn't that spice?
Yes, I don't know.
Old
Guess
spice.
what fantasy property I've never interacted with somehow over my 35 years of being a nerd? It's Dune.
You're 35.
Yeah.
That's so useful looking.
Yeah, thank you. I exfoliate.
Sure.
Tell us about Dune.
Yeah, I have no idea about Dune. I also never interacted with Dune.
Crap, we're the worst people.
Yeah, we
you
are
tell
really
us
bad.
about Doom.
No, yeah. Tell us
Doom,
about
hold
Dune.
on. Dune. Doom is a property I do know a lot about. Dune is a significantly less violent property. Well, this is the role-playing game. So if you're going to be playing the role-playing game, this is your core book, I assume?
Yeah, we only have the core book.
Yeah, so it's just, this is it.
Multiples of the regular, and then I have one of the limited edition left, because the other limited edition sold already.
Yeah, and you know this is going to pick up on the movie, because I think the trailer dropped a couple days ago. Yeah, so we're getting that hype going for Dune.
All I know Dune is like weird medieval style sci-fi. It's really hard to say.
It always kind of looked like Stargate to me. We're pissing off so many people. It always kind of looked a little bit like Stargate to me, like the aesthetics, but I never.
This guy looks like
played
Green Goblin from the Amazing Spider-Man.
He does look like him,
right?
Yeah, and that other movie about superheroes that he was in, where he crushed stuff with his mind. What's the name of that movie? It was I don't know what was the movie. Anyway, yeah. So Dune, the role-playing game.
I'm trying to get terrible superhero movies. How angry can I make people?
Terrible superhero movies. The Shadow. Hold on. The Phantom. We can go on this. If you were alive in the 90s, you got like a dirge. I like the Phantom because his superpower was he had a horse.
Spirit.
The Spirit.
Spirit. They're bad. They're bad movies.
Yeah, they were all pretty bad.
Everyone seen Man Melt a Kitten.
A lot of big fan of Green Horton.
And then the kitten develops googly eyes for some reason. So weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on.
So we're gonna. How's our poll going? I wonder.
Our poll for right now, the stats are WandaVision has 50%, Loki is at 33%, and Falcon and Winter Soldier is at a whopping 17%.
Yeah. You know, I kind of predicted that's where it was
WandaVision
gonna
was
go.
great till the big boss laser fight at the end.
I've always said
always.
you can't have a Disney show unless you shoot a beam into the sky.
I will show the
Did
results
Loki shoot
in the
beam in the sky?
video.
What did Loki did?
They
Oh yeah, they
charmed
fought
the beam. Yeah, they got around it, but
Spoilers.
they did. Yeah. By the way, Loki spoilers. Kind of. Yeah, kind of.
I
It didn't
will-
go up, but it went out.
Yeah,
like
no,
they
that's
still
true.
shot
That's
a
true.
beam
That's
into
true.
a thing.
That's true.
We
And
will-
two characters that are very
Did Falcon
similar.
Winter Soldier do a giant laser boss fight? I don't think they did.
No,
No.
they
Well, that was
got
good.
around it. Yeah, and that's
Yeah, they
no one
got
likes it,
around it.
apparently. Maybe that's why they do beams and stuff. But you did have Loki, two characters of very similar color palettes fighting each other in the end of the show. Everyone, they do that.
Did they fight each other?
Yeah, they had a little sword fight.
The results of the poll will be shown on the video once we get closer to the end of our
Yeah.
stream.
Green Lantern. See, I kind of like Green Lantern a little bit.
I
Kind of did.
did not.
It always bothers me. It always bothers me when you make a movie, and you like lead into characters, but you don't do anything with it. Like the guy with the big bubbly. What's it? Is it Brainiac?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, they were not
Is it
gonna.
Brainiac?
No,
Is it Brainiac? I can't
it's
think
not
of
Brainiac. That's the Kryptonian. Yeah, Hunts Krypton. The leader? No, that's the Hulk.
No,
Hold on.
I don't know, the dude with the giant forehead, but they have him like getting dripped on by the stuff. Wait, no, that
That was the Hulk. Yeah, I was thinking of the Hulk.
That was in the Hulk.
You're
Both Hulk movies do
Now what you're
qualify.
thinking is
Okay, that
in
actually
Green
leads to
Lantern.
more. That actually leads to more problems than that happened, and that is actually canon.
Yeah,
and has
well-
never been explored ever again.
Where's
Although
Liv
Freddie-
Tyler in the
although
MCU?
Freddie
That's what I'm
Mercury
asking
they're saying
about.
Red Hulk's gonna come because they think Thunderbolt Ross is gonna become Red Hulk, even though he's like 90.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, well, that's all CG, so maybe it's just his head. It's just his
Maybe.
head. There was a guy with a big head in Green Lantern. He was the guy that birthed Parallax, which was the fear cloud. Because if you want to screw up your comic book movie, make your awesome villain a cloud for some reason.
Yeah, like
Fantastic
Galactus.
Four. Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Why? I don't know. Anyway, so what else have we got to release today? What is all of this stuff over here? Speaking of literally bad segues, we got so much Magic the Gathering. I've gathered it all here for you at home. I
All
can't
of
see
it.
the front of this. This is all of it. I've gathered all the magic. It's right here. So we have a big release last weekend and this weekend.
Oh, Sinestro. That was it.
Sinestro. That's what it was. What did I say?
Thank you, Dave.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just watching. I'm watching the comments. And it's like you guys.
All right,
everyone's sitting there
Sinestro was
going,
the
you
guy
guys,
who hit
you
the
guys,
little-
you guys are bad at
Yeah.
comic stuff.
Yeah. Well, remember, once again, tell us why Moon Knight's the best one. So, Dungeons & Dragons Adventures in Forgotten Realms is here. You can take your dungeons and your dragons and your magics and your gatherings, and you can smush them all together, because that's what a parent company does. So, we've got... I don't know what's on here.
Those are the commanders.
Wait,
Here's
you
the
talking,
commander
you're
decks.
talking about Magic? You're talking about Space Jam now?
Yes, also
Just
Space Jam.
Smushing all the.
Also Disney. Got it, yeah. This is... Eventually, it'll just be the company.
Don't
and
watch
then
new Space Jam.
they'll own.
It's literally every reference to a Warner Bros. Movie for the last like 30 years.
Yeah,
They're still doing scenes about like the slow-mo fight in the Matrix. It bothers me so much.
wow, that wasn't... That
Bothers
was
me.
timed out when Shrek did it.
Yeah.
Like, that was when it was already old.
Shrek was 2000.
I know. It was already old when Shrek did it.
They
Ah, your
are
Matrix
making
jokes.
a new Matrix movie. That is why they are filtering.
I don't know about
them
you,
back.
Yeah.
but I don't know if you're as angry as I am, but I'm changing like. It's not Jessica Rabbit. Is it Jessica Rabbit?
No.
No, that's the one in the red
That's
dress
the
from
red
Roger
dress
Rabbit.
lady.
Yeah, they'll never change Jessica Rabbit.
What's the? I don't know what her name.
Yeah, but Lola Bunny,
Lola
right?
Bunny.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't care because I didn't care
I mean,
before.
Space Jam came out at an awkward time for me as a youth.
Oh yeah, no, I didn't have it with me. No. Beetlejuice got me on the youth thing.
Beetlejuice.
Yeah, Lydia,
Oh, I'll take it.
Winona Ryder, and all. Yeah, come on.
That
I'll say.
explains your taste
That's
in
yes.
history. That explains your dating history.
Wait, is there a goth? I don't know. But yeah, you can play Dungeons and Dragons with Magic cards now. I
Yeah,
guess.
I guess,
I don't know how the. Apparently,
the
this
commander
replaces,
decks, I think. Right?
Yeah, so this replaces the core set. So you have your commander decks, which is for the commander version, obviously. This
That's
is
the collector box.
the collector boxes, which is actually kind of cool because it's they sort of position it like a chest. So after you beat the dungeon, you get the chest or your credit card. It also unlocks the dungeon. And then over here we've got this thing, which has your
They're the fat
10 draft
packs.
boosters. Yeah, it's
These
got your
are
cool
bundles
box.
now. They don't call them fat packs anymore.
The bundles. Well, we're slimming them down.
Yeah.
They're package positivity packs.
Gravitationally challenged packs.
Please don't comment on the fact that I just said package positivity. And they also have a D20 in it, which is not a spin down counter. As I have now learned, a D20 and a spin down counter are two different things, despite being polyhedron shapes. That
Well,
are
spin down
20-sided.
counter goes in order from 2019, so it'd be really bad to roll.
I see. I never knew that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
never
Yeah.
rolled dice ever, so I don't know.
And you wonder why he
How?
uses Age of Sigmar all the time.
I'm really bad at it. Yeah. And if
You
you
roll
hold
dice
on,
now?
hold on.
Yeah, the pitch meeting for the new Space Jam. It was pretty funny. I mean, pitch meeting is pretty great.
Yeah.
Speaking of Age of Sigmar, don't we have an announcement to make?
I guess that is a good segue
Oh, it's
into
good,
Age of Sigmar.
I guess.
All right, that's my segue.
What was my joke I made? Mackenzie out.
Yeah.
You
So
champion
Mackenzie
him?
was a champion for 1 week, and frankly, we got tired of him. So
He gave me a hug and I was done.
yeah, that was it. That
I'll
was
never
it.
call him again.
No, sorry, Mac. But we do have another champion. We're gonna see if he lasts more than a week.
One.
Are we gonna put him on the thing?
Oh, we're timing it. Hey, I think it's up. It's not up on the screen for me yet, but yeah. So our new champion is
Trying to-
Goblin Kai.
Yes.
So if you know Kai Hull, who used to be an employee here at Gigabytes, El Maestro in the kitchen, really nice guy. I'm looking to the left because I can see it on the screen. Oh, it's on here now.
Yeah. We get.
Um,
Oh, there it is. Okay. Now we know.
so
Now we know
Kai,
where it is.
Kai, also a big person in the Age of Sigmar community, helps run pretty much all of it. Runs the Discord, runs Atlanta community Warhammer. Fights my attempts to make it all about Gigabytes. He tries to include these other game stores. I mean, I don't know what he's doing.
Yeah, yeah.
But,
yeah, no, Kai has been a huge help in building the community here, most
Yeah.
definitely. Like, I think a lot of the players that come here in some way were either brought in with Kai or they got a training game with him a couple years ago, or they just know him and know him as the face of that. So, yeah, like, and he's playing in the league, which, by the way, I think we got up to 37 people in the league now.
Nice.
It's insane.
Nice.
I can't keep all these books together. So, yeah, part of that isn't due to people like Kai, who are the awesome champions of these games. So, Kai, you can't see me
Kudos.
pointing because I'm behind the thing, but I'm
Kudos.
pointing at you aggressively. Awesome job.
I love it. I said to John, actually, the only day I wish I'd changed was make it Loon Boss Kai.
Yeah.
I might make that change. I might change it and get him a new picture and get it up as Loon Boss.
Kai, tell us if you
Let
want
us
to be a
know.
loon boss.
Yeah, if you want to be a Loon Boss.
Yeah. Shroommancer.
Shroomin Kai.
Shrooman Kai. Shrooman
I
Capote.
like Shroomin Kai, actually.
Shrooman Kai. That's a good name.
Capote would be cool. He got a little goblin with glasses.
Yeah. A little mushroom on his head.
Mushroom.
Yeah. A little tax evasion. Yeah. So congratulations, Kai. And that's
I mean, he could be dodging an axe, and then it would be axe evasion.
Ooh.
Wait.
Oh, we're stretching this one out. So
We've really got nothing to talk about.
yeah. So, well, I will segue then into the champions thing. So, Kai, once again, thank you. Awesome job. Anybody else, if you've seen our wall of champions and you've seen now 2 times we've shown you these portraits, there are tons of games out there that don't have champions, and we would love for you. Some of them we talked about, like Nemesis today, the Dune role-playing game. Lots of these things that he and I just do not have the time to sit down and play and learn and figure out and do. And
we don't have like a board game champion per se at the moment.
Yeah, not just a general.
A general board game, and we have a couple of great board gaming groups that come in Tuesdays and Wednesdays. But I don't know if anybody like takes it as like a weekly organized every day type. I'm the person for every gamer.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. That makes sense? I don't know.
It made sense to me.
Yeah,
so if you want to be what he just clearly and accurately described, let us know.
I'm bad at my job.
You can be the champion. And, well, the producers left, so I guess we're just really doing whatever we want at this point.
Like done.
Well, the notes are done, so what's going on in gaming and stuff? How's
I mean, now I get to talk ad nauseum about the old world.
Yeah, let's talk about the old world. So let me set it up so you can knock it down. Old World is Warhammer Fantasy being brought back by Games Workshop, Square Bases.
I need something I can throw.
You need something you can throw?
That's kind of heavy, so I don't know if you want.
This shall represent Age of Sigmar. This
there we
shall
go.
represent Age of Sigmar. Oh, hey, Age of Sigmar. Did you hear about the old world? Get out of here.
It landed perfectly on the table.
No, it didn't.
Just like Age of Sigmar.
But anyway, yeah, that's how I feel. No, Age of Sigmar is still great. Play Age of Sigmar. Love it.
I think they're going to be just so different.
They are so
Two
different. They're going to be so different.
Now.
So I was super excited. I'm not going to lie. I was full sure they were going to go 15 mil, turn it into like War Master. Like the remake of War Master. All Forge World, which I think it still is a lot of Forge World.
Yeah.
And I was cool for that. I was cool with 15 mil. A lot of people were like whining about it. But
I'm surprised. I mean, I'm kind of surprised, but I'm kind of not because they want to be able to get the people who still are playing Ninth Age. That's what I think they want. They want that Ninth Age thing because they looked at it and they
Ninth
said
Age is great.
they're
If you
still
don't play
doing.
Ninth Age, play Ninth Age. I'm playing Matt Miller today in Ninth Age apparently.
Oh.
If he doesn't chicken out.
Yeah, Matt.
Yeah.
Calling you out on the show live.
No, well, I mean, it was strange to see them say you could actually play your old armies. I was like, oh, that's nice. I've got a lot of square base armies. I got some Empire goblins and vampires still on square bases. It being 28 mil is pretty cool. I'm so happy with that.
Yeah, I think they looked at Ninth Age and said, well, we killed fantasy. Age of Sigmar got most of the people, but people still clearly want a fantasy property.
Yeah. I mean, I do.
Yeah, so exactly. And so they're going to do it, and you're going to buy it. And
I am.
They're going to justify that. So there you go.
Copious amounts of money on it.
The sales process.
As a man who
explained.
has, like, lots of Decor Krieg and has never touched them, put them on a table, I will spend copious amounts of money on fantasy. So.
I'm trying to think of how many armies I have that I have not put on the table in Age of Sigmar, and I don't want to say
Yeah, don't
that.
say it.
No,
Yeah, it's bad.
I don't want to.
But no,
It's a
super
lot.
excited. Square bases, 28 mil, set
Polar Bears.
set around the war. Kislev, set around the Great War of Chaos.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really cool because we're really pushing to Kislev, and Kislev is like into Darklands. So Kislev is
It's
actually
right on the border.
No,
Right?
no. Kislev in Warhammer, is the border against Chaos, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kislev in this time is way past that border, and they're a full empire basically. I don't think they call themselves an empire, but they're in like the Darklands, and then I guess after Great War Chaos, that just all gets borked and becomes Chaos-y Marauder stuff. But they're huge, like they're gigantic in it. And it's like right after the Empire Civil War, and they've got Bretonnian's Empire, Kislev. They're gonna have obviously Chaos, but I mean the time opens up so much because they can do the adventures into the New World to talk about Lustria and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And at the same time, the Dark Elves invade the High Elves, so you can add that supplement.
Do you think that they're gonna because they've got so much stuff that's already fantasy printed and like demons and things like that? Do you think they're gonna do new versions or just maybe repackage them with square bases?
I think they do new versions, to be honest. But think of it this way: if I don't know, I don't think it's going to be. But imagine if Games Workshop themselves did the release for it, and you could have new free guild that are just Empire soldiers, and it just comes with square and round bases, and then Age of Sigmar players can buy them because they would buy the new poor man no shoes that Empire soldiers need to go away. I have like a couple of hundred.
They look really weird next to like Stormcast Eternals.
Yeah, you just
it's
put
like
there's
put them a God Warrior who's Thor's cousin, and Steve forgot one of his shoes and shot himself. Yeah, that's our fight.
There you go. And like you could put that in a box and have new updated models.
Yeah, I would be okay with that. I really am expecting to buy a lot and then bring them over to Age of Sigmar as Cities of Sigmar stuff. That's why I want new models from them.
Yeah, new models would be great.
Polar Bears. Polar Bear Riders. That's cool. The trailer, I know the video game is not the old world, but the trailer for...
Well, they say, I love the argument, people are like, you only bring it back to old world because of Total War. It's like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it sells a lot.
I'm good with that, One thing I was talking with John about, he said they're talking about expanding into stuff they never did before, something like Grand Cathay, Kingdom of Ind, all the Eastern stuff.
Yeah.
Which literally has never been investigated. And I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah, they got a lot of space they could do with that. I'm excited too, mostly because it makes you excited, and then all the square-based people can be happy, and us roundies can go over.
You even go to Chaos, like you see what they're doing now with Sigmar, where they have the different types of Chaos cultists. I can't remember any of their names. I remember the Goliaths.
There's the Corvus Cabal. There's the Iron Golems. There's the let's see, hold on. There's the Scary Flesh guys. There's the Untamed Beasts. Flame Samurais. I'm running out of names now. They're just becoming what they visually are. Flame Samurais.
Samurais.
They're in the new ones.
Oh. Okay.
Daughters of Terrible. I can't remember the other ones.
But then, you have.
Oh, there's a snake.
You have those versions in fantasy that didn't really exist in the tabletop of like the different. I actually can't. I'm blanking their names. Basically, there's the Mongol ones, and then the Viking ones, and like
you kind of had Dark Oath, and it was like here's your Chaos Marauders. They're just generic barbarians.
But there's different versions. Like there's a whole section of it's like what's the name of the Everchosen in that time?
Archaea. Well, hold on.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it wasn't Archaea.
No, so this is the old. Everchosen.
What was his name?
Isn't it
I know.
It's like Kull or something. I think something Kull.
That wasn't
Kul.
It wasn't. Yeah.
I can't remember.
It wasn't Korgus Cole because he's an Age of Sigmar guy. Fantasy names.
I don't know.
Anyway, who knows?
But that guy was a leader of the basically what's the Mongols. It was mostly cavalry-based tribes, and he's the Everchosen. And they don't really ever explain that in fantasy.
Yeah. So we get to know that stuff.
You
So-
get a miniature of Magnus the Pious. That would be cool. Probably.
Oh, are we losing people while they're like, who's Magnus the Pious?
Magnus the Pious.
He's a pretty pious guy.
He's a pretty
Full
pious
piety,
guy.
that guy.
Yep.
Also, love pitas.
Wondering if they do anything new with High Elves in the Old World, since you know we're going to make one. Yeah, well, I mean, they'll probably.
Well, they do make High Elves now. They're called Lumineth, and... But I would like to see the old High Elves.
That's what I'm saying, though, is like, you'll have to start a game, right? And if the game is a success, that's going to be Chaos Empire Kislev from Bretonnia, right? So that's pretty much going to be... It's the Horus Heresy thing. It's humans on humans on humans on humans, right?
Yeah.
But then they can expand it and do the Civil War of Elves, and then they could release a whole new High Elf, Dark Elf thing and re-release all those models, because at the time the Dark Elves invade them. Skavens start coming up in Lustria again. Because I read a lot about this actually in the last few days. And then like something happens with the Tomb Kings around that time as well.
I don't know. They were inferior to Nagash, so they lost.
I wonder if Nagash come back again. I don't know.
Are we gonna get little Popat Nagash again?
Good, yeah.
That's what I want. I want mortal Nagash and Arcan just doing stuff in the old world. No idea what's gonna happen to him later on.
Shall become a god.
Yeah, and then another god, and then
still be really unhappy still.
Well, that's the thing. He defeats himself. The real Nagash is the friends we made along the way.
And revived.
Resurrected. Because that's my army.
So
it's the friends I made along the
So
way.
the real Nagash's friends is Manfred?
Yeah, I think actually
bringing him back to life?
I think Manfred and Nagash are genuinely in love with each other because they hate each other, but
They
they
do hate
always
each other.
bring each other. They're always
Is
working
Nagash
together.
the Night King? Is basically Nagash
Well,
the Night King?
if the Night King was the consciousness of every undead creature in existence.
Okay.
Thank you, Calvin. Azavar Kull. Bam! I knew it was Kull.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
cool.
I knew it was
Azavar Kull.
Yeah, Azavar.
Yeah. I found out there was a 40k guy whose name was like Cole Drago, and he
He's a Grey Knight guy.
Yeah. So George R. R. Martin, did he just rip that off entirely?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, he kind of does most of that, but I was wondering about that. I was like,
Fantasy just eats fantasy. It's like that whole snaky thing that eats his own tail.
it all goes back to Tolkien.
Ouroboros.
It really does mostly come back to Tolkien. The reason a dwarf looks like a dwarf.
That's a
is
virus
'cause
from
of
Resident
that.
Evil. Thank you very much.
Ouroboros?
Ouroboros?
There you go.
Ouroboros? Yeah.
Ouroboros virus.
Yeah.
It's Resident Evil 5.
It makes them know how to use guns,
No, it's
right?
Yeah, no.
the
Well, they knew
end.
guns from Resident
Yeah.
Evil 4. That was Las Plagas.
Oh, no,
Actually,
it's in
sorry,
5. It's in 5, too.
Sorry, Resident Evil 4, they used pitchforks because they were like weird.
No,
Espanol-
Resident... Yes.
Matalo!
The
You
station
know?
itself is
Resident Evil
also called
5 was
Ouroboros.
the villages, and it's still Las Plagas, but they upgraded with Ouroboros.
5 was the one that I felt a little weird playing through the first
was
couple
more
of
of an
chapters.
action game.
Because,
It was more
it
of an
also
action
was like...
Yeah, I know, I got what you're saying.
But then at the end, it did turn into like Gears of War, and it was
Yeah.
really bizarre. Also, I got to punch a boulder, which was the best way that game ended.
Next week's poll. Best Resident Evil game.
Two?
Two.
Two. You're not going to find much argument. Like, 2.
2, Code Veronica, 3.
I would put 4 before 3. Because I think 4, it pushed, the controls were so much better. It's not a tank control.
For me, my issue is growing up with Resident Evil. Resident Evil, for me, was zombies.
Yeah, you had to
And 4, they
reframe it.
warned again, it was Matalo.
And it was the little guy,
Pitchfork Man.
the little dude, hey, guy.
Is it Salvador?
Salvador?
Salvador.
Something?
Salazar. I think
Yeah.
it's Salazar.
Yeah, well.
And then your buddy who, just appears and you have a backstory that's never explored. And
Oh, yeah,
he
I forgot.
turns into a monster.
And don't forget, isn't Ada in that, too?
Ada's in that one, of course.
Yeah, I forgot they shove Ada
Yeah,
in
she
stuff,
works
'cause
for Wesker.
we're really losing a lot of people who don't know the deep
Oh, Resident Evil was great. I've
storyline.
been watching Infinite Darkness on Netflix.
Yeah, isn't it
as
good?
a canon. No,
Okay, so it's a Resident Evil
it's
movie.
a Resident Evil animated movie. The best Resident Evil animated movie. I can't remember it because it's like there's like all the names sound the exact same. Right? It's Generation,
Yeah,
Defenestration,
Deforestation.
Delineation, Deforestation, whatever. The one in the airport, and it's like Rebecca Chamber. I think it's Rebecca's in it. Is in an airport and the plane crashes into the airport and there's like zombies out. It's when they
kinda
start
cool.
moving from they don't use Umbrella anymore because Umbrella goes bankrupt and it's Tricell.
Oh,
And
wait,
Tricell 2 appears in Resident Evil 5.
but layers on layers. It is funny to think of Umbrella going bankrupt because what possible business structure did they
They
have?
do go bankrupt, but they don't then go bankrupt and they come back.
who
but
are
then
they
come,
selling
But
to?
then it's weird. It's then like Resident Evil 7, there's Blue Umbrella, which is a paramilitary force or something that's trying to do good to correct Umbrella. But then in Resident Evil 8, they're evil? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I
haven't played 8 yet.
I don't
so,
know. And then
I bought it.
and what's the Resident Evils like? Are they even connected to the Umbrella Corps?
I
Like
don't know.
the
Yes,
spooky
no,
house
they are.
one
They are.
and
They're
Big
in a
Vampire
roundabout
Lady.
way. You got to read all the crazy long stuff. Yes,
Oh,
they are.
They are.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
I didn't
are.
know. Like,
Yeah.
I thought they just gone. You know what? We're
They're,
just gonna do horror games.
It's the same viruses that they had in 7. It just does different things.
Okay, so it just makes
Does
whatever horror
you need
movie.
the story to do.
Yeah, whatever
But,
monster we need
I
to
haven't
have.
played 8 because I got a PlayStation 5 when they first came out, and then I gave it to a family member because he couldn't get them, and he's a bigger gamer than me. And I still haven't been able to get one, but I still bought Resident Evil 8 on PlayStation 5. So I have the game, but no system.
A lot of people I know have that problem. They have PlayStation 5 games. Yeah, no system.
Yeah, no system.
Hey, but let's you know what you could maybe play some Resident Evil games on is that Steam box. Have you seen that? The Steam Deck,
I have
the
a
Steam
compu-
Deck
I have a
thing.
computer.
Oh yeah.
Sorry.
So
I also have PlayStation 4, which I play Resident Evil
well,
2
and
and 3 on.
that's what exactly why I went. Okay, cool, but I have a Switch and a computer.
By the
So
way, our
what is this
highest
for?
viewer count, is right now as we talk about Resident Evil.
Yeah.
I own Resident Evil the board game, by the way. If anybody wants to play, I've got 2 and 3.
Is that what that giant box of Resident
Yeah,
Evil stuff
yeah,
is back
yeah.
there? Yeah.
It's a
It's
board
a lot.
game.
It's a lot of stuff. Yeah.
Board game. It's a giant alligator.
Well, the lore of Resident Evil is a deep and well-written tapestry.
It really is, actually.
Yeah.
When you read into it, it's pretty
Like
good.
they literally dive in. It's like the Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
games. People don't expect the Mortal Kombat games to have a
Oh, I
full
love the lore, yeah, I
backstory
love
and
the Mortal
lore,
Kombat lore,
but they
yeah.
do.
Yeah.
For nerds like me, I want to hear about Outland power
Ooh,
struggles.
ooh, I got something really,
All right.
really going to make. I like the new Mortal Kombat movie for its story.
Well, I only read it for the articles. So,
I
Uh,
enjoyed it for what it was as a setup. to
my
the
only
next
issue,
one.
with the Mortal Kombat movie was they introduced spoilers. They introduced the flying vampire lady.
and killed her,
Kill her
immediately.
Next scene, she gets killed
Gets killed
in a
off.
really badass way by
Kung
Shang-Chi.
Lao.
Kung Lao.
Yeah, because he cuts her
yeah
down the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
like,
every
it's like here's this character dead.
my issue with that movie was that it was called Mortal Kombat and yet featured not a single Mortal Kombat tournament.
That's because
I get it.
The tournament's the next one.
But
It
that
should have been called Scorpion Gets Angry.
Yeah, like-
Scorpion's great
Scorpion's Revenge.
Also, that-
grandson. Whatever
I'm
he is.
gonna here just put this nerd hat on. Redoing the lore of Mortal Kombat, which is the sentence I just said, to where the tournament doesn't even matter, takes away all of the
Tournament's
impetus.
Never really mattered.
Yeah, but it did.
They
Like,
literally
kind of had to play by the rules.
Shao Kahn loses the tournament, then it was going to invade anyway.
Yeah,
I've
but then
seen
you get the Elder
original
Gods.
Mortal Kombat movies. They lose
Those
the
are
first game,
canon.
and then he just snaps Johnny Cage's neck and
Yeah.
invades anyway.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation. Then they turn into claymation monsters at
great
the end.
movie.
Yeah, that last fight was. I remember as a
Okay.
kid watching them turn into dragons and going, "That looks terrible."
I will say
Christopher
how Jax
Lambert.
gets his arms is the best on any Mortal Kombat.
Frenchman playing Raiden. My
Yeah.
favorite part.
I don't even remember any of the actors in the new Mortal Kombat movie.
No,
They were
none of
they were
it was
so
Hollywood.
except for Sonya because
Oh wait,
every
the new movie?
yeah, in the new one.
Oh,
Like I know it had
One
people
of
in it.
the
yeah, no.
The
Well, it's the
grandson
dude.
is
The dude
from-
who always plays Samurai.
Yeah,
Plays
what's his
Scorpion.
name?
I don't know.
But he wasn't.
I just watched him die in Endgame.
I think
Yeah.
all of I think those guys, those same actors that played Scorpion and Scorpion's great grandson are also going to be in the new the new
Shang
Marvel,
Chao?
the new Marvel movie Shang-Chi and the
Shang-Chi and the-
Shang-Chi and the Ten Rings. or
Shang-Chi and
whatever.
the karate fights.
Tambourines.
Shang-Chi
talk
and the
about-
tambourines of destiny.
It's the new Marvel,
Great
the
Beatles
newer
album
Marvel
there.
movie coming out soon. They got a lot of those actors. They were also in Wu
Yeah,
Assassins.
They got
and some other
the
things.
someone went to Hollywood and said, "We need the karate kung fu action pack actors selection." And they said, "Here they are. What token white person would you like to have in there?" And they said, "Do you have a woman we could yell at the whole episode?"
Wait,
The
does it
whole
have
thing.
Jackie Chan?
Well, they didn't have Jackie Chan.
Then I
He's a
don't
little old.
want to watch
Jackie
it
Chan,
anymore.
he's
Jackie Chan's
aged out. Of
eternally
it.
young.
He,
sir.
but he's aged out of doing
Eternally
this. He
young.
wouldn't be in Mortal
What
Kombat.
about the other guy?
guy's
What
got
about the other
talent.
guy who's always Jackie
He's
Chan?
got talent.
Jet Li. Yeah, where's he?
By
where's
the
Jet
way,
Li
the
been?
fact I can say who's the other guy? He's like Jet Li.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say Donnie.
Danny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Donnie Yen. Yeah, but he does like good movies.
Yeah,
like these are all people that do good
So is
karate,
Jet Li.
kung fu movies.
Excuse
Jet
me.
Li is hit or miss.
Excuse me, Jackie Chan did Rumble in the Bronx, sir.
That's okay.
Legendary movie.
Yeah,
I just
no,
watched
Jack-
it.
Rush
I
Hour-
actually,
Rush Hour 1 and 2 are classic.
That's what I'm saying. Like they do good.
Funny
movies.
story. I
They
watched
wouldn't
Rush Hour
be.
3 actually like 2 days ago.
There's a 3.
Yeah, he fights the world's largest basketball player at one point.
Oh God.
Okay.
Yeah,
Fights the world's largest basketball player.
yeah.
Like
He's
just.
an Asian. It might be more large Asian basketball player, or just in general, world's largest.
But still, why
He's supposed to be
fight a
karate master.
basketball?
Listen, this plot doesn't make sense to me. But even better, I watched Tuxedo the other day.
How's that?
Have you ever seen The Tuxedo?
No.
Like 2002.
I remember it
Jennifer
being
Love
out.
Hewitt
Yeah.
and that guy who's always a bad guy, but in this movie he's a good guy. Jackie Chan puts on a tuxedo and it gives him the power of kung fu.
Yeah.
But he's actually a bumbling idiot. Oh, out the power of kung fu.
And so he does kung
he's a
fu while
bumbling
being
idiot.
goofy.
He's a bumbling idiot, except for the fact that he knows kung fu when he's not wearing the tuxedo.
Mm-hmm.
But it also gives him, I don't know.
So in Mortal Kombat, the movie, here's some other problems I had with that movie. It was pretty funny how that whole movie there, Sonya Blade is like, I can do stuff, and everyone's like, shut up, we're not talking to you.
You
and
ain't
then
got
she
the
gets a tattoo,
tattoo.
and they're like, I guess now we have to listen to the woman talk.
Yeah.
And it's like, whoa, that was a bit badly written. Like,
And they kill the crap. Like, they go and fight them one-on-one and kill the crap out of them, like, super quickly.
Yeah, there's no real threat to anybody. Like, except for terrible insert new character guy whose name I forgot, whose power armor is bad costuming.
Yeah.
It's literally power
He
up armor.
He powers up. I think he's supposed to be like
It's
Black
like
Panther. Like he
My
gets
power
hit,
was a
you
bad
know?
skin condition that made my skin all hard and scaly. I put some, like, eczema cream on
Oh
that
no,
there, buddy.
lotion. Yeah. I think he's supposed to be like you hit him and he would power up and like throw it back. Like
No, but then he
like
had
Black Panther.
tonfas.
But yeah, then he had tonfa and like a knife tonfa and
Cole.
Cole. Yeah, how could I forget such a creative and
like-
unique character as Cole, the guy who is related to somebody you care about.
failed MMA fighter. But
Yeah,
don't forget
really.
the fact he loses every fight
Right.
leading up to that.
Yeah. So that was our Mortal Kombat review. Next week, what other movies can we talk about next week? We should we could talk about Black Widow.
We could do our own
next
version
week.
of Half in the Bag.
Yeah, we should.
Half in the Bag.
Just
I
half in the bag.
love that YouTube
Yeah,
channel. It's a
right,
great
so-
YouTube channel, by the way, Red Letter Media.
Yeah. Comment
If you
below
ever-
if you want
if
to
you
see
ever
us
wanna-
get drunk and talk about movies and watch them.
It's Friday night.
Yeah, I'm talking too, but I'm by myself most of the time.
But anyway,
so-
Zach, what's going on? Back on track. What's going on in the store this weekend?
Oh
Anything
man,
actually
is
going
there?
on in the store this
My neck
weekend?
is just popped out of its socket.
Oh, no, there is.
There is.
It says Arkham.
Those are all old dates.
Oh.
We don't know.
I actually don't know if there's anything going on in the store this
There's,
weekend. I
There's,
think
there's a Yu-Gi-Oh tournament on Sunday.
There's always that
That's
Yu-Gi-Oh
not real.
tournament. There's
And
always
there's-
Magic. And there's always
the
D&D.
the Commander League on Saturday.
Yeah, that's
as
not real
well.
stuff.
I know we have some people coming up on Saturday and Sunday to play Age of Sigmar that just didn't get
Well,
a
but
chance
the
to
thing
this
is, it's
week.
going to be a weekend with open tables.
Weekend with open tables. Lots of open tables.
Lots of open
Nice open tables, by the way.
Well
if you haven't
built,
been in,
well designed, well furnished with terrain that's getting destroyed by people putting on these tables. If you could please stop putting on these tables, that would be great.
yes, please
yeah.
please love the terrain. Please be gentle to it. There's some
You
terrain
know,
pieces here that are very
Spend a day,
deep.
gigabytes, have some drinks, have some food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have some laughs. You know, go out to the coast,
Cry
have
a
a few
little.
laughs.
Yeah, see, Calvin said he'd watch you guys and me drink and watch movies.
Yeah,
There you
let's
go.
do it.
Yeah.
We'll do it.
That's
Well,
what
I
we'll do
just-
11 o'clock.
Yeah. In 12 hours,
Just fill it in my
we'll
basement.
be back. Okay. Wait, you all heard now, but I don't show up for the next 2 weeks.
It'll just be
David,
me wearing a badly fitting Zack skin suit.
it's not very good on me.
Sugar,
Like I'm not
water,
wearing it that well.
sugar,
I don't.
water.
I don't know how you. Put more sugar in it.
Is this better?
That's from the movie Men in Black, the first out of the 12 Men in Black movies they've made since then, of which I've never seen any of them. So
They only made 4.
we'll talk about the, Men in Black movies. We'll do that next
They
time.
made 4.
Which one was the one with Thor in it? Was that the
It
fourth
was
one?
international, yeah.
Oh, okay, I thought that
It's
was
got
5.
Thor and Valkyrie.
Yeah, I know.
Get it,
Yeah, they were like, hey, these two
No,
work
they
together.
made 1, 2, 3.
They didn't.
They made 1, then they made 2 with Johnny Knoxville. 3, they go back in time, and then 4.
Right, I forgot that was
4 is Men in Black.
4 is a reboot.
Europe version.
kind of, yeah.
It's
Because they
Europe
were like,
version.
can we pilot with these two people? No,
Yeah.
you'll never capture the original magic.
Another movie in which Will Smith has mysteriously died, just like in the second Independence Day. Because he didn't want to film him in the Fort one, so it's like, well, you're dead now.
And
Enjoy.
Will Smith looked up from his money and said, what? Okay.
Actually, that's not another movie. In fact, that is like and that's also Tomorrow War. You haven't seen
I never saw Tomorrow War.
I did see
Great movie, Chris Pratt.
Oh, wait, we talked about that. I was going to watch it, yeah.
But
yeah.
they actually talk about how Will Smith. The guy goes, man, I'm glad Will Smith's not alive to see this. It's like, really? You're going to say Will Smith is again dead in a movie?
Maybe they're trying to tell us something.
I don't know.
Has Will Smith been dead this whole... Will Smith, if you're watching
But
right
which
now,
Will Smith?
reach out to
Because
us.
it could be clone Will Smith from Gemini Man. Listen, I could just talk.
We could, you know what? That the Will
Jesus.
Smith videography review will be one of our episodes.
We're
of,
no longer talking about the hobby industry. It's just about movies.
We're just talking about whatever we want to at this point.
we'll
So
call
we'll
it
do
There
a-
has been a vote to watch
Giga Hub.
the Atlanta Warhammer guys
Yeah.
and David get drunk and watch movies and commentate.
So let's before we head out, let's see what our final poll was.
Yeah,
we're gonna do that.
We stopped talking about important things like 20 minutes.
Yeah, we should hear the poll, and then we should probably wrap it up so we can open the store, do store stuff.
Bah.
Take it to the poll numbers. Throw them up on the board.
they are up on the board now. The poll
Oh, we have
numbers
that.
are WandaVision and Loki are tied for first place with 45% of the vote.
Wow.
And Falcon and Winter Soldier only got 9%.
I get that. I get it. It was the weakest of the three.
Well,
it was still good, but it was the
I
weakest
mean, it was
to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was still, I liked it. Wasn't my favorite. Wouldn't watch it again, but I don't know that I'd watch any of them again. Really, like.
I watched Loki again just because I didn't understand half it.
Yeah. I'd probably watch the last two. I'd watch the one episode with Old Man Loki.
Yeah,
because that guy
Richard E. Grant.
was the best. The guy in the Halloween costume.
Glorious purpose.
Oh, glorious pup. Yeah. All right. Well, our glorious purpose is going to be to get the hell out of here. I think because
You're welcome. You're free.
You're free.
I release you.
Stop watching us. Go do something. Have a fantastic weekend. Go gigabytescafe.com, I think, or online. I don't know. Find the
Gigabytes
events
online.
and stuff.
Buy our stuff.
Yeah, buy stuff
Buy
and
all
come to the
this
events
stuff.
and come
Random
play games against us.
Things.
Yeah, stuff and things.
Stuff and things.
And that.
Yeah.
We don't have a good exit, so we love you and be safe.
Bye bye.